Let's go.
Jesus.
Jesus.
There you go, sir. It's all yours.
Oh, I'm moderating. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
we're in a rotation. I can moderate if you want.
Oh no. I can do it. I can do it. Well, anyway. Hello everyone. My name is Andres Pop Culture Guy.
Oh my
This is
God.
my narration today. Shut up. Shut up. Okay, this is episode 2 of Dune Prophecy. Episode 2 live slash recap review. Of course, I'm here with my two buddies here, the three amigos. Of course, Jeff S. What's his name? His last name? True Knowledge.
It's right there on the screen.
I cannot.
True knowledge, baby. It's not hard to spell. It's not hard to spell. It's not hard
I
to
think
read.
we're gonna have to bitch slap Andreas around a little bit here, guys, because he's getting a little too big for his britches, you know.
No,
I don't bitch slap people. I hit people.
Wow. Oh my
Bitch
god.
slapping is more indignant.
Yeah, indignant. Yeah. Anyway, and of course we got our wonderful, handsome, man, cybernetic shark, Mr. Cyber. How you doing?
Good. I'm handsome. Okay.
Yes, not in a gay way, I have to say. Just a very professional and, just professional way. That's all I have to say to you, sir. Okay. Anyway. Great start for Monday, folks. Anyway, so for everyone joining us today, we're back for Doom Prophecy episode 2, titled Two Wolves. So a really exciting episode. If you guys haven't seen this episode, please click off from the live stream, come back, rewatch it if you had a chance to see the episode. If not, if you don't care, well then sit down, enjoy your popcorn or drink. We're gonna just spoil the whole episode. So just overall opinion, guys. What you guys feelings right now with episode 2? Starting with you, Jeff. What do you like this episode? Was it better than the first episode? What's your feelings right now with this second episode we have?
Yeah, I like the show, so I'm gonna like every episode of it. Like it's good. So like I'm already tuned in with it, hooked in with it. I'm still like it's only 2 episodes, so I'm still trying to familiarize myself with the names of the characters and all that. I'm not quite there yet with all that. Especially the secondary characters. But it's coming, it's really good. I really liked episode 1 a lot. I thought episode 1 was the stronger of the 2 episodes out of the 2, without question. But that's normal, I think, for TV series. Like when we cover them, I think usually the first episodes usually are better than the second episodes, because episode 2 is always a roadblock episode. It's always like a gateway episode, like a link in the fence kind of episode where it's a building block episode usually. So with that being said, for what it is, for it being episode 2, a second episode, I thought it was really good and I enjoyed it. It definitely did not keep up with the first episode pace wise, I didn't think. But it was still enjoyable and it drove the plot really well.
No, I agree. Cyber, your thoughts on episode 2 before we head in. Do you like the episode? You're like hooked on the show still?
Really fantastic second episode. Really drew me in. I mean, the 2-minute long sex scene had me all giddy for this episode. So I'm good. I'm really good. I loved it. Loved it. Hands down. Boom.
True. I was like, okay. I was like, okay. We're watching Dune Prophecy, and then all of a sudden, like, bam, we're going to show you, boobs and sex. I was like, whoa, this is good. This is the best day ever on Monday. So yeah. So I was kind of like, best show ever. And keep it going, Dune. You're gonna probably beat Shogun or Penguin soon. Anyway, uh, so let's get into the beginning of this episode. So we Dodger, shush, we're doing the review. Anyway, um, we get back to yeah. So back to the sister, like the sisterhood's like palace, where we get more information about what happened to the Kasha's like autopsy. Everyone knows Kasha is the sister that got killed during episode 1 with the child simultaneously, and so they're like autopsizing her body to like examine what happened to her and like what caused her death and all that, which we get information from. And then the same time, we see that uh the death is kind of like the talk of the mother school, and like the acolytes, the students they call them, are like talking about it and see theorizing what happened here. And so Reverend Mother Tool, that's Olivia Williams' character, I say learns that it was like has an imbalance in her body. It was like a sort of still a mystery. So she's trying to like climb down to that and try to have a course correct everything. Where the other mother, Mother Val, is going to go to the Mark Strong's planet because of what happened. Because now that sister, that she has to kind of protect the princess over there, and try to, still control her, or and try to ensongle her to the school and stuff like that. And then at the same time, we see the soldier that I say it like killed the kid is captured, is going to be in prison. We see the father of the kid die in angers. I say Ferdinand, that's the name for Mark Strong's character, claiming that the death was accidental, and I say denying the soldier's involvement here. So let me stop there. Let me go with you, Cyber. What do you thought about the opening here with the motherhood, and then seeing the house trying to cover up the accident, well, try to cover up the crime. That they have a suspect, but from there, go ahead.
So, I mean, the episode starts off really strong, basically continuing from the last episode. We get, the motherhood again. We get kind of their thought process on dealing with the death of their person there. And I can't remember the gal's name there that burned too as well. Was it Cash or something? I can't remember. But
Yeah.
But yeah, like they're dealing with that, and basically, Emily Watson's character, Mother Superior, basically, uh, is trying to get answers like that, and basically the tests that they have conducted are inconclusive of why she died, why she burst into flames from the inside out. And so, basically, we get kind of that kind of start to them. We're going to have to take a journey, basically, and go and talk to Mark Strong's character. And so then, of course, we get that great sequence there where basically the soldier guy tells, Mark Strong that, he killed the kid, and that he did it for the Empire, and that he did as he was told, like a good little soldier. And Mark Strong's kind of like, what the fuck? Like, what are you talking about? I didn't say to kill the kid. Like, I like was saying in passing, like it'd be a good thing to get rid of the kid, but I didn't say actually kill the kid. And you just see kind of the whole thought process come across Mark Strong's face, like this guy just royally fucked me, basically. And I thought Mark Strong did a great job there. In this introduction to the episode, he was really great. He was very, very king-like and all that kind of stuff. The guy that's playing the soldier that has the abilities from getting eaten by the sandworm, this guy I think is doing a really good job. I think he's playing a really good villain type of character, and I've really enjoyed him the last 2 episodes. And he's got something very. There's something very good about him. Like he's got a good persona of what he's trying to bring to the character, and I've liked that so far. Of course, we get that kind of brief interruption by the wife a little bit, trying to nestle her way into the mix, which typical ruler wife tried to be badass like the ruler and stuff like that, which cracks me up. And she of course gets in the way, and she's just there to be very irritating, as I like to say it. But the whole process of this whole beginning is really well, I thought, constructed, very well orchestrated. We get kind of a sense of where they're trying to go with this, the motherhood trying to, keep their basically kind of their power, as that's why Mother Superior wants to go and talk to Mark Strong's character. And of course we get that kind of brief little motion that what's her name, she's got to be able to talk to her great grandmother to be able to figure out who this evil entity is or whatever that caused this to happen. And we get kind of that, and the one woman being like, I know she's like a daughter to me and stuff like that. And you're just kind of like, okay, yep, all right, yep. So I think it's a really solid opening. Lots of great things going on. I mean, I think some really great acting, really interesting portions, and I think that it gets off to a really solid start.
Yeah, I agree. The sister that's gonna go to the agony is called Lilia. That's her name. I hold on, I got the name. It's Lila. I think it's title. Yeah. She's like the granddaughter of the great granddaughter of that character we saw in episode 1. Jeff, your opinions on the beginning? What you thought about that?
Yeah, I mean, the show definitely picked up well off of the first episode. It seamlessly fell right into place, and picked right up directly right after episode 1, which I appreciate. I like nice, clean, starts and finishes of the episodes like that align well with the the overall story and the plot of the overall series. And so far, Doom Prophecy does that pretty well. I really enjoy Emily Watson in her, playing her character as Mother Superior. She's really good. She makes the show really good. The depiction of the autopsy by the Bene Gesserit person was very interesting, because I think that, like, anytime you get the world building type of content in Dune, like the periphery type of stuff, the secondhand scenes where, like, you get characters and things occurring that explain how things work in this universe, in this world after the loss of thinking machines, right? They don't have machines to aid them in medical help, right? And like medicine. So of course, when they do autopsies, they don't have any devices or anything like that, like you'd think they would, which is weird, because they're so far up and they're so far in the future, that so you'd think that they would have technology on hand, but they don't. Yeah, it's really interesting, and good start to the episode. I was a little bit pay attention to other stuff a little bit right in the beginning. I didn't fall into place until right after the intro in the episode, but what I did see, I liked it, and I thought that it worked well.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I mean, yeah, this show particularly, we got like two like intersection storylines. Like we're bouncing back and forth on the sisterhood, like the mother school, and then we're back here to this house of I don't know what this house is. I thought it was the Atreides, but it's a different house. Carino, right? The house of Carino, right? And like we're focusing, like we're back and forth from two storylines, which I'm surprised they they're doing well with that because
That's the same house from Dune.
okay,
That was the Emperor of the Dune film, House Corrino.
okay. I knew it was familiar. I just didn't know if they were the same. So uh, let me. I'm okay. Okay, I'm good. Okay, I almost ice man myself. So before so let's get back to the episode here. When the mother Val is going to leave, so she took one of the students with her. I can't remember the black child to accommodate her to the city so that you know we get the princess into our school like right away and like try to train her as possible. Before she leaves, she talks to Reverend Tula, played by Olivia Williams, and you see what I like about this sequence is that you see that she's very close to this the great granddaughter Lilia, I think you call her, uh, and that she's like her secret daughter, and and we seen that the Reverend the High Master wants her to go through the agony. If you haven't seen Doom Part Two, we saw Trady's mother, Paul Trady's mother, going through that process, and it was very painful. So I really appreciate we saw this process in the show. As you were saying for Jeff, it was good that they touch on some lore from the Doom films that we knew. So I like that we were reading this aspect from the Doom universe. So she is getting orders to her to run the school and make I say this student to go through the process so they can find out what's going on, what's the prophecy, the reckoning, because that was the clue that she got of this prophecy or something like that. So before she leaves, she tells her to do that, and of course, the mother is the Reverend is kind of a little hesitant, but she would do it because she's running the school. So that's what happened. And then same time we go back to uh the house here and uh, uh yeah, so we go back to the house here. We see the father very angry, like coming in and getting actually information from probably the daughter, because during the sex scene in the beginning, the the stepson, that was a big shock. I guess the
No,
the
no,
step
it's the father of the boy that died that gets the information.
okay. Okay, because that part was weird when I was watching this episode. So it got information from there that they have the killer that killed the son, right? And so he bursts in and to the chambers for Mark Strong and telling him that I want the killer, so that he paid punishment and like face true justice. And before that happens, we see Reverend Val coming in. So she right there comes into the chambers. She used her powers, her abilities to see what's going on with Mark Strong's character, because she sees that like she has like a suspect and all that. She knows that the soldier is the one that killed the kid and probably connected to the other sister that died simultaneously. So we get that there, and then of course, um, then getting back to the school, we see that the Reverend is making the agony formula, and where she's trying to like prep uh the sister to go through the procedure. Now, uh Truly doesn't push. So like this Reverend Trula doesn't push the sister into undergoing the acting, although she does like make it's important to her to, if she wants to know more about her mother. That was the way she did it. She kind of slowly kind of tricked her to like go through this process. And during this time, when she's talking to her about that she know about her mom, or and how she was like, you see right away that these two have a clearly bond, which is really good, and it shows kind of like they have a mother and daughter relationship. Uh, I, let me see here. Put my notes here. Let me stop there. My internet is really wacky right now, guys. Sorry about that. Let me get back here. Sorry. So, sorry. All right. I almost iced myself. So, Cyber, tell me about what you thought about, Olivia Williams' character taking over the school and seeing more of the daughter bond she has with the student that's going to go through the agony treatment, and then of course seeing the headmaster from the school heading towards the city, um, getting more information about the soldier, and then seeing kind of like the house getting a little, you know, crazy without the sister they previously have. Go ahead.
I honestly like that whole storyline with the sister that takes over the school while the head council is out. It's okay. It's your common type of thing. You always have that one person that is like the motherly type that bonds with somebody, and that's your common thing, and it works out and plays into the story very well. And I like that it doesn't take too much of the story away from the rest of the actual storyline we're following. So I do appreciate that throughout this episode. And throughout this portion of the episode, we get a whole bunch of stuff going on here. It's crazy what we see here, and we get more idea of what's going on with certain people. We get little tidbits and all this kind of stuff from different people as well. I believe this is the section with the sex scene, right? Yep. Which hands down, that's the best scene in the whole film episode. I mean, the whole fact that they went full on in this too with that, I was kind of like going, wow, wow, this is almost like watching one of those like Euphoria shows or one of those other shows kind of like that. I was like, holy shit. I'm like, wow, they really taken to a whole new level. I mean, this puts the little scene in the first episode to complete shame. And so I was like, here you go. This definitely right here. This is definitely good writing here. And I appreciated the scene because I thought that was kind of a clever idea that the other king guy sends his daughter to do his dirty work, and you're kind of like, she's pumping information out of him. Wow. Depending on what's your view of how to pump things out of people, it could be in several different types of ways. She decided to use her body. I thought that was a great, clever idea because what's one thing men can't resist? Women's bodies. So I think that was very clever and showed great writing. And I feel Frank Hebert, however you say his last name, would be proud of that writing. I think that that was very clever and really did a great job of giving us a little kind of a buffer between kind of all those kind of lulls in the episode where you're getting a whole bunch of information being bombarded down on you. I thought that was a clever idea, and it gave us kind of a break from giving us a little excitement, giving us flesh, giving this that. So I thought they did a really good job there. And I thought that the actress did a really good job. The gentleman there that plays, I think he's the son of Mark Strong. I think he's doing a great job. I'm enjoying his character and seeing kind of how he develops. I know it's only 2 episodes in, but I really feel that he's going to have a lot. There's going to be things going on with him later on in the episodes, and it's going to be interesting to see just where that goes. Because I think he's a strong candidate for either causing something to happen, or he's going to be a part of reconciling something or fixing something. And I have high hopes for that character. But basically leading up to your end point, I mean, all that really kind of gives you just a thought process, kind of an idea of where the sisterhood is at, what kind of is going on there, and then also gives you kind of an idea of, of just where the kingdom itself is at, dealing with this occurrence that happened there with this, soldier killing the kid. So I think they did a really good job, gave us a really great, portion that kept us entertained and kept us looking forward for more of the episode.
Thank you, Cyber. Jeff, your opinion on the mother, the other reverend taking over the school and seeing this like the other mother gone, and then of course the city, the whole trial of the killer thing with the son. Go ahead.
Yeah, I like the situation with the two head sisters. That I like their scenes together. I enjoy both those actresses that are playing the characters. I forget the other movies I've seen. The one sister in. But I've seen her in a couple of other solid things. But the whole thing with the water of life, concoction is how the sister tempted the girl to drink the water of life is because what the water of life does, if you survive drinking it, is it untaps your mental ability to connect with and speak with and talk to your ancestors, like your direct line of ancestors on your female side, like on the feminine side. You can talk to them, right? That's what happens when she takes the water of life. All those women, those are her ancestors. So that's what that's all about. So that's why she wanted to drink it to see her mother, because technically drinking the water of life would be the only way for her to see her mother and talk to her mother, right? Yeah. So she did kind of take advantage of her with that. Like she did kind of push her a little bit to do it, The scenes with the father of the boy that was burnt to death are cool. Like his whole deal with being pissed off because his son was killed. He let that go. Like he doesn't seem as pissed off as you would think he would be. He's pissed, but he's like not like super pissed. You know what I'm saying? Now the wedding is all fucked up, right? And like they're gonna have to get that straightened out because the wedding is important. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't understand. The next thing is seeing the actual the water of life procedure, because that was really cool. Because I didn't understand what was going on until you explained that was like her ancestors. That made a lot of sense, I guess. So let's get into that. So we get into the later of the episode here. We see that the reverend is doing the procedure with her. She's giving her the treatment, the water. What do you call it? The water of life, Jeff.
Yeah.
So we see that, and really cool special effects and really great sequence. I think that's my favorite part of the episode. You seen, as Jeff said before, the ancestors. You see a bunch of these previous family members here, and obviously they're trying to find clues and information about the reckoning and this prophecy that they're seeing that's going to affect their plans, right? And we see this one person that is obviously the previous sister that we saw from episode 1. Was it Raquel's Raquel's great granddaughter, Raquel, and they contact her, and she, I say, visions. So first, the sister sees Val killing her grandmother in the first episode, and of course, Varian Teller sees that this that person, Raquel, tells her about this the vision and like what's gonna happen down the line, which a very like cryptic way, because we don't know like what she was trying to say or what she's saying. So like his words very creepy. Before we get more information, unfortunately, with the vision overwhelms her, she seemingly dies. So I was kind of shocked that she died in this episode. That
Well,
granddaughter.
her grandmother spoke through her.
Yeah, right. And so I spoke to her, and then I don't know if she is gonna be stuck there. Like that's the thing I was kind of curious about. Like I guess she's gonna be stuck there in the vision because we don't
Well, yeah.
like.
Well, she's not gonna be stuck in the vision. She's dead now. So now
Yeah,
she's another dead ancestor on her line. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah. That,
there's like their souls or whatever are basically alive forever almost.
okay, okay.
If that
Yeah,
makes sense. So
yeah,
like, so hypothetically another Reverend Mother could talk to her or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like in that soul world.
yeah. If they ever go back to it, which they probably will, later in the series, right? And and then when we get that scene done, we go back to the city, and then we got a major twist here. So first up, I spoke the Atreides. We have a person from the Atreides house that's actually the mold in this. What was this house again? I'm sorry. The
Carino.
Carino. So one of the Atreides is in the Carino right now. That's the soldier that had sex with the princess last episode. That we were kind of underwhelmed, but so he's the trainer. And we see he's very loyal to the house. But then when we get to the bar that we saw from last episode, he's actually a mold of the rebellion. So we see the rebellion here. I guess the Freylins, right, from the previous movies, trying to free from the Quran, and so have like a fairly distributed of the spice from the Rhinactix planet in Dune universe. So that was really cool to see that twist there. That he's one of the Atreides, so that was really nice. And because the Fremen, one of the Fremens that's in the rebellion, because she has the blue eyes, she's also part of the Sisterhood, and she meets up with the headmaster, and she was talking about what's going on, and so they are helping as well to kind of keep the balance between the rebellion and the high social class of the empires. And she brought up the Atreides is part of the mold, and that could be something that she can use her advantage of her plan, right? So we got that, and then at the same time, we also have one of Mark Strong's wife. She first off, the soldier that's captured, uh, when he flows. I don't know if you guys seen Star Wars Episode 2. This reminded me of Star Wars Episode 2: Attack of the Clones when Obi-Wan was captured by Count Dooku, and he was like floating in one of the later scenes in Episode 2. I don't know if George Lucas took this like concept and put it in his film. Just remind me of that kind of scene from Episode 2 of Star Wars. But the wife talks to the prisoner about what he's doing, and plus we see a scene with him, uh, with the headmaster, confessing the crimes he did, and we know that he's trying to like break down the ruling from the sisterhood because he knows that they're are controlling the whole empire of Corone, and so he knows that. And when we get to the end of the episode, it's a really cool moment what he does to the reverend. But let me stop there. Jeff, let me get your thoughts on the twist on the soldier being the mold and being the Atreides. What you thought about the sister going through the water of life and her dying and the process, and plus the prisoner confessing his crimes to the wife and the reverend. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, the guy Desmond, the soldier, is interesting. I think that's the actor that was in Vikings that plays him. And he's really good. I like what he's doing with the character, and it's intriguing. How he's so willingly admits what he did and all that, and his reasons for doing it, and all that. It's interesting. The scene where the Reverend Mother girl died drinking the water of life was really intense. It was very powerful. Really, really well done visually, I thought. Really horrific, and scary. And really, just blended some really, really cool imagery into the episode, along with the I find an interesting aspect of the the ability of the water of life to unlock, the ability to communicate with your ancestors and stuff like that. It's neat, it's really interesting, which is what, that's what makes the Dune universe so cool, it's just really interesting. And I don't know about the rebellion stuff yet. I mean, this was the first time we got into it, and I really didn't completely understand it, really, because it's all new. We don't really know those characters very well. So, I mean, it's cool to add more elements to the show. I like that. For the series, I think that's good to add, different elements to the plot. So yeah, I'm all for it. But I need more information about that and the Atreides guy and all that before I really understand what's really going down, But he's an interesting character. Yeah. He's cool. And that's pretty much it.
Okay.
We skipped over the interrogation by the Reverend Mother of the prisoner.
Speak to that, because that I added that too.
Yeah, that was good. I really enjoyed that. I really like Emily Watson playing that character. Like I said, not to you'll be repeating myself, but I really enjoy her playing that character, and her interactions with the prisoner were good. I liked them. So yeah.
Okay. So Cyber, you're next. Tell me about your thoughts on the water of life sequence and the kid getting killed, and then of course the twist with the soldier that is the Atreides, and then of course the last part is the interrogation scene with the soldier and the Reverend. Go ahead.
So the whole scene when they have the girl go under with the poison, that was really cool. I liked all the special effects they used. That was very fun. I thought that they did a good job with all the kind of crazy looks and stuff like that. I thought that was really interesting. But at the same time, I enjoyed that actress. I thought she did a pretty decent job. And, I was really shocked that they killed her off. I was really surprised by that. Especially, with showing her being so kind of like, she made it through those trials that they were showing in the first episode and working hard and all this kind of stuff. So I was really shocked by that. At the same time, that one chick that Emily Watson killed getting revenge, I thought that was kind of interesting. Being there in that realm where she goes to. And so I think that special effects, like I said, were just so well done there. And I thought it looked really cool and just really fun, and a really great scene that leads into, further into the episode with, the moving on from that and giving us some interesting, things. I mean, the whole, like, the traitor being ousted as an Atreides, that's something that it'll be interesting to see just down the line if that's really a thing, if that's really he really is a part of the House Atreides. And it'll be interesting to see just kind of where his character goes, because like I said before, I really like this guy that's been playing the character. He's been a very interesting character, and I like that the kind of mystery that surrounds him and kind of shrouds him, and like the whole concept that he was swallowed by sandworm, is really an interesting thing too, because like, why would a sandworm give you ability? Why would a sandworm have a conscience enough or a thought process enough to do that? You know what I mean? Because as we've seen sandworms in previous Dune things, they're just mindless animals that they end up being able to, ride. So that's kind of a different kind of thought process. Like, are we going to go back and find out that the sandworms were actually more intelligent in the past, and like they've gotten dumber over the years? So that's something that I think is also very interesting, and hopefully they'll go more into detail about that. Yes, Dodge. Thank you for acquiring that. And so and going into the interrogations with the prisoner and Emily Watson. I mean, that was a really interesting scene. It's very good. It's very well done. Emily Watson, I agree with Jeff. I think she is a fantastic actress. She's always fun to watch. She always does a great job. I loved her in Red Dragon. She was really fantastic in that. She was great, and Lord of the Rings and everything like that. She's just one of those great actresses that can play all kinds of different types of roles, and she always plays each of her characters very differently. And seeing her play kind of more of a kind of like an evil but yet unsure of herself kind of character, I think is really nice to see and refreshing from her to see as something a little different than what we're used to. And I think it's fun to see her kind of play like kind of a bad guy type of character, and so that's been fun. But like how her and the stranger guy, the soldier guy, react to each other is really greatly done. And I think that this first combo that they have, I think, is really interesting interrogation and well played out. So this is once again another great solid portion of this episode that I felt there was no lags in this episode. It was very smooth. It kept moving. It kept flowing, and this portion I thought did that well too as well.
Yeah, no, I agreed. I was very surprised. The show's done a really good job with the pacing here, because I mean, just reading, there's so many subplots. I mean, two plots. You got the house, and then you got this going on, and so far it's been very impressive with this episode. And sticking with the soldier here, we also get the next scene, or just the other important thing, uh, is the I say the wife. So the wife comes into the chambers, uh, and, and I say releases Hart from, that's his name, Hart, from the inspection cells. He asks it if he's a poet, and he answers he doesn't know, and he laughed at that in the past, but now they're, he thinks it's very beautiful, so he starts to kind of trick the House of Corin, and he becomes sort of like this now new kind of advisor for them, because of the power he has. So after that, um, after that we see the Mark Strong character talking to the Duke, the son of that died. He's decided to recall his fleet and sees Arrakis, and so this is decided that she and the Emperor decided to give him to the Duke. Uh, so the Duke comes in and he starts to torture the dad here in the scene at the chamber, which was so brutal. I was kind of surprised that they let this guy go, and at first, the dad was kind of cocky, and he's like, this is the killer I'm waiting for. And then he did not expect his like abilities, and he starts burning just like the two victims we have with the last two episodes. And you see Mark Strong's character here, Corin, the father, really stepping up, and like he is like at first in the first episode he was a leader, but like he was always like kind of like a puppet for like the sisterhood, and like he didn't make the heavy decisions. And so this one, it felt like he really like asked hard to like do this. And so after some pleading from the wife, from the of this other house, he stops, and of course Mark Strong tells him that you can leave now, but you cannot talk about the accident and all that. and so be gone, and be happy that you didn't die. So very, really fantastic scene. And plus Mark Strong's acting here was really great. I thought the way he kind of like he was in control of the scene than that guy was. Then after that, can, can you see like can you see me, guys? uh oh god, I'm frozen. Hold on. uh, can you hear my can you hear
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Sorry, I just to make sure I'm not Iceman yet. So after that scene, I remember that we got to the princess. We didn't have too much with the princess here, um, but we see here the mole here talking to coming into the training room, and they start having like sort of like this friendly fight, and and now we know that he's like a tradie. It's kind of interesting with the relationship he has, and that he maybe is going too deep to the role undercover. So that's kind of interesting, and I like this relationship between the princess and this trades guy. I think it's really good, and so I think that was a really cool scene. I like that you're still using the technology that we see from the Doom series with the practice and all that we saw from Paul Atreides. And then just let me stop there before we do like the end here. I'll start with you, Jeff. What you thought about the Heart getting released by the wife and being now kind of like the advisory for the Cornans, and him stopping that like dad for causing any scenery about his kid's death, and then through the princess training with the Atreides guy. Go ahead.
Oh, we're not going till the end.
I want to save that because that's a big deal. So
Okay, well, I don't really have a lot to talk about, like what you're giving me or whatever. Like with the end,
yeah,
I do, but yeah, I guess I mean like nothing really all that much like plot wise. Not a lot happens in the part we're talking about.
yeah,
It's not really that interesting to me. The scene with the Atreides guy and the chick was whatever to me. It really didn't make any difference to me or whatever. I didn't care at all. It was like a completely unimportant scene. And you know, I mean, I liked we're talking about when the guy got burnt up, right?
yes, yeah,
Yeah, I like that part. I mean, it was obvious that the emperor was gonna end up giving his wife more like of a voice, that she wanted to have more of a role or whatever, so that was kind of like not surprising, and so like I'm sure she'll end up being a pivotal voice with him, um, so I wasn't surprised that they decided to use Desmond or whatever, as a weapon. I thought he killed that guy, but then he didn't kill him. So yeah, that's it.
okay. Cyber, your thoughts on Heart and the chambers, and then the princess training with the Atreides guy. Go ahead.
It's no shock that after the wife talks to the soldier, basically releasing him. That was totally, I saw that coming. Especially after finding out that he was the one behind it that killed the kid, and kind of their thought process on how to cover this up and to keep their name out of this bad situation. It's not shocking that he ended up being released. And so we get that whole section there, which is pretty basic, pretty self-explanatory where they're going with that, and that you just knew that he was going to be used at some point because of what his abilities are. And so then moving on from that, uh you said the training, you said that. What was the other part?
The Atreides guy talking to her about the kidnap and something like that during that scene. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, basically the whole interrogation or the whole section there where basically with the wife and everything, and them discussing everything, so like that. It gets the point across and just shows that you knew that he was going to be used at some point, like I said before, which moves the story along, gives us a good idea of where this is going and how this guy is going to be established and used through the rest of the series, or this season, I should say. And then that leading into the princess exercising with the Atreides guy. I think that those little sequences are fun because it just it gives you more of that thought process of just like in the movies where we saw, Paul Atreides, fighting with Jason Momoa's character and Josh Brolin's character and stuff like that. You get kind of that same kind of feeling with that, getting that training and showing, them using those cool shield things that protect them, which is really cool. And you get, just kind of a thought process of, oh yeah, there's definitely action in this. There's going to be fighting. There's going to be some sort of sword play going on. Now their relationship, how it kind of ends up in that sequence where he kisses her and says that was only because I was leaving. We got it on in the last episode. Cracks me up. And it's like, oh yeah, and he's like, okay, yeah, that's right, yeah, we don't want to mess things up, and you're just like, dude, you want her again, dude, just you do. And it's like really, like, that's how you're gonna put it that way? Because definitely you could tell she wanted it too again. It wasn't just the spice talking last episode. So I thought that was kind of funny and kind of lame at the same time, taking away from that kind of great, like, kind of battling a little bit there, that squaring off. And I thought that they could have done without it. They didn't really need that in there, but still at the same time, you're just kind of like, yeah, they kind of gotta get that love triangle out of there, a little bit, gonna give you a thought process on what's going on there. So I think overall this section, it does a good job, has some great moments, really helps push the story along. And like I said, it was not shocking, this portion at all, where it went with the soldier guy and kind of pushing the story forward in this episode. It just kind of was very obvious what kind of was going down in this episode.
Yeah, no, I agree. And then just saying to the end of the episode where we see Revenant Val talking to now Hart, and I think she hears about the news here, and while yeah, I'd say she now has her own spy in the rebellion, right? The Vision bartender that we see here, she I'd say Desmond confronts Val during the night and tell about his express intent to wipe out the Sisterhood for good from pretty much every empire. That's his intent, and it makes clear what his role is and what he's trying to do here. So that's good. So we got like a clear motivation why Hart is doing right now, and he has a plan. And then but at the same time, the mother employs the voice. If we haven't seen the Doom movies, of course, they have this very like psychic kind of voice where they can use like a telepathic way of forcing people to do their bidding. And like we saw from first episode, seeing Val forcing Wonder Woman to cut her throat. Killing Raquel's granddaughter, and assess her to kill herself before she was trying to destroy the breeding program, and she tried to compel him to commit suicide. But in shock, and this was really my favorite part of this episode, was seeing him resisting. So you see him holding his blade, almost maybe gonna cut his throat, but we don't, and he doesn't do that. He actually stops it and then put back his knife or blade, whatever, to his pocket, and then he just leaves. And that was a big like wow moment for the episode. So let me go to you, Saber, first. What do you thought about the ending there? Him resisting the mother's powers, which was really cool, and yeah, go from there.
So basically, the conclusion of the episode, the best part is when Mother Superior tries to kill the soldier by making him stab himself, just like she did with uh, the other gal that was trying to become Mother Superior at the time when they were younger. And basically, as it starts happening, you just look at his face and you're like, she's not in control of him. You could tell. You could tell right off the bat that he's not being controlled. He's just going with it to make it look like he is. And so, as he's pretending to do it, puts it up to his neck and stuff like that. And it like she's like, stab yourself, cut yourself, blah blah blah, and stuff like that. I was just kind of like, okay. I'm like, all right. And like all of a sudden he kind of starts to smirk, and I'm like, I knew it. I knew that he was in control the whole time, which I thought was really cool. And I thought, that was a really great part showing that she doesn't have all the ultimate power, which is great, which kind of helps kind of deflate her ego a little bit. And it'll be interesting to see where she tries to go with it and see if she can, surpass him and everything. And I thought that was really cool. But I forgot to mention earlier about, the other king being shown the power of the soldier guy to make him shut up and not say anything about the boy's death and go grieve about his, child. That was really cool. That was like fucking awesome. And I love it. And I love how like kick ass Mark Strong is in that scene. And he just does a really great job and is really enjoyable there and just really kicks ass. And I've noticed nobody really mentioned the great spacecraft sequence in between this, showing the spacecraft going from one place to another, which was really good CGI and special effects. And I think that spaceship looks really cool. I love the look of it. I like that they've made the spacecrafts and the machinery a little different, 200 years in the past, from where we were at with the Dune legacy and kind of the Dune storyline with, actual Paul Atreides. And I think that ship looks really cool and it's really well done. The CGI is done really well and it looks just really awesome and kind of badass. It almost gives you Star Wars vibes almost a little bit with that kind of look. And which is, kind of refreshing to see because, with how the Star Wars franchise has gone over the last, several years because of Disney's acquiring of it, it definitely, the CGI is probably one of the best parts of the Star Wars films over the last few years. But definitely the graphics here are really awesome, and I think they did a really good job. The whole scenery, the cinematography in this series so far in these first two episodes are fantastic and look amazing, and it just looks really like the Dune lore. It looks like the Dune universe, and I think they've done a really great job, high quality there. But I think it's a really solid ending to the episode. I mean, it leaves you at like kind of almost a cliffhanger a little bit, like what the hell is going to happen now after him showing that Mother Spirit can't control him, and it just kind of leaves you off like where everyone else is going to go off, and they're kind of at a standstill of like what to do from there. So I think it's a decent, solid ending to the episode, and I enjoyed it.
Yep, I agree. No, this show has done a really good job of being consistent from the movies. Like you really see the money in the screen there. I really like the spaceships as well, Saber, and I think that it's like very unique, but at the same time being Dune at the same time, which is great. Yeah, and that's the only good thing about the Star Wars stuff and Disney. It's like they done a good job of. The thing about this show and Star Wars under Disney is that they do a good job of practical and CGI, like very well compared to other studios, and I think that's the great highlight of the show. And the music too. I actually like the music. Not as great as Hans Zimmer's, but like it's really good. I think the score it's memorable. So Jeff, your thoughts on the ending? And go ahead.
Yeah, it was a solid ending, and I mean, from where we talked about last time to now, nothing that it just ends. Like we get that last scene. And I like the direction that the show is going, and it was really cool seeing a Bene Gesserit not getting their way, right? Like and actually losing, We'll have to see what happens next. I thought that was really interesting. You know, her using the voice on him and it not working. I thought that was really cool, really well done. And I like where everything's at right now. You know, it'll be interesting to see what happens in episode 3, I think.
Yeah, I saw the preview. I don't know if you guys had a chance to see the preview. I thought it looked great. I think we're gonna get a flashback, which is cool. But yeah, so let's start rating. Jeff, you're rating for this episode. How you rate it? How many? How many?
I'll give it an 8.
Okay. Cyber, you're ready?
10. 10 across the board, sir. Boobs gets the 10.
All right. Pretty cool. I'll boobs. I'm sorry. I just realized what he's like the reason for his 10. So oh my god. You're killing me, man. All right. I will what should I do? To be boobs, I'll give it 9 out of boobs 10. It was good. We got a good fresh skin. We got cocaine. Actually, we got some little sniff, which is cool. But yeah, I thought this episode was good. I thought it was better than the first episode. I have to say, but yeah, so far the show is going to be consistent, which is good. That's all I need for the show. So, Jeff, take it away. I want to say thank you guys for joining us for this recap on Dune Prophecy episode 2. Sorry guys with the internet stuff happens. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's recap.
You're good, Andres. You're all good, brother. All right. Here, Cyber. Why don't you go first, sir, and do your plugs?
All right, folks. So if you enjoyed me here on the panel or enjoy me as a moderator, you can definitely check out my solo content. You'll find it under Cyberneck Shark. You'll find me on pretty much every single social media platform you could think of. All there, even Patreon. Check out the Patreon if you haven't had a chance. Great stuff on there. As you can see here, I just released my trailer reaction to Thunderbolts. Got it out there. Really fantastic new trailer. I love it. It's from the Brazil Comic Con, I think it was, or one of the Brazil D23s or something like that. And it looks like it's gonna be a really solid film. You know, lots of great characters coming back, and so I definitely got that trailer reaction out for you guys to check out. If you haven't checked out my Venom: The Last Dance movie review, definitely check that out too as well, folks. Great film. Still, my last mini review, of course, is Primal Fear still. I haven't seen anything new. I just saw something earlier today, so I'll be having a short of that soon for you guys. A great new Christmas movie that just got dropped on Paramount Plus. But we'll be having more stuff up for you guys soon. More trailer reactions, more movie reviews, stuff like that. So keep your eyes out for that stuff. Really fun stuff. And yeah, just keep on subscribing. Keep on watching. We appreciate you guys. Keep on viewing us here on the MCU's Bleeding Edge. And of course, I'll keep checking out Mr. Andreas, the pop culture guy, a rising star, as I like to call him. And yeah, keep on trekking.
Andre's the pop culture guy.
Is he Iceman?
He might be. He kept saying he kept saying or asking if he was Iceman. Now he finally is. Oh, now he's not anymore. We can't hear you, sir.
Okay. Okay, you can hear me. All right. Yes, I'm again Iceman. So thank you guys for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed my moderation today. Please help me and Cyber reach the high marks in the description. Hit our like buttons as well so you can support our channel. I recently posted yesterday a great superhero opening scene. Of course, that's Nightcrawler, the White House tech scene. Please check that out. I'm gonna start soon putting a new video tonight for Extreme View for a show. You probably guys know. You guys, the audience know, probably. I'm gonna do new shorts soon. I got a great shorts. I think that would be wonderful. So please check out all the content here so far. And yeah, I just want to thank Cyber and Jeff for coming last night for the Half Baked live stream review. That was really fun. I I already have 2 of the live streams set up for December, which I'll talk to set that later on. But yeah, so thank you guys for supporting me and Cyber. Please hit that like button and subscribe to our channels.
That's right. And we'll be back again together on Friday for Glory, which will be fun. I haven't watched Glory in a long time, so it'll be interesting to watch it again. All right, fellas. Dune Prophecy episode 2 is in the can. We are out of here. Peace out, everybody. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Have a good day at work and good evening. We'll see you later. God bless you. Peace. Peace.